So I'm trying to make a dress, and I'm using this stitch. So basically most of this stitch is just treble crochet. So I'm trying to use the treble crochet in this manner. And yeah, so this is like, this part is going to look like something an altar top or something. And there's a way it's connecting to two of the ones I have. So I've already like made two of this. I'll show you later on. So once for today's live, what I'm going to be doing is just to show you how we are going to be connecting this to the other one. But for now, we are working on this. Yeah, so work with me. So this is going to be for the front part. So like for the bases, if I was making this, as you can see, this is the base. So this is basically a dress. And when I started making it, I wasn't looking to make a dress. But I always feel like in my creation process, I always let the outfit take the course that it wants to take. When I'm trying to create something, I let it come out the way it wants. So what I wanted to make earlier with this, I wanted to make a sarong for the beach, but I realized this pattern and the way it's coming out, I wasn't going to achieve what I was looking for, partly because of this design here. So with that, I decided to shift it a bit. Yes, so these are going to be for the base. So I've made two of this. There's going to be the skirt part of the dress for this too. And also now what I'm working on is now the upper part of the dress. This is what we're working on right now. So yeah, so basically this is the pattern is just, I think it's beginner friendly, and it's also like very easy to do if you're a beginner, because the repetition itself, just you repeating this, repeating is just a repetition. So you keep adding as you move. I can show you with this one. So as you can see with this long one that we had made before, as you can see, it was just a repetition of the same pattern. So this is just treble crochets and a mesh stitch. So mostly we're using treble crochets. So yeah, and then the mesh. So alternating between this rows and the other one. I'm waiting to see how this turns out. I think it's going to be very fabulous. And it's beginner friendly. So if you're a beginner and you'd like to make this with me, I'm going to be posting a tutorial for it when I'm done. Yeah, but right now it's still in the process. So this is the top part. The two are going to act like the skirt part of the top, and then this one is going to act like the top part of the top. So the only difference I'm going to make on this one, on the top, is at this point, if I just put it on my body like this, you can just see. So at this point, I'm just going to continue with this locked pattern, so this is going to act like the bust area for this. So the bust area, just going to place rows of these treble crochets, yeah, until I have like it's covering enough of my bust, maybe probably up to here. Yeah, and then we can make something for the back as well. And then this is going to be amazing, because I also don't know how it's going to turn out. Like I said, I like to let my patterns like take the shape that they want. So if I'm creating something, I let it come out the way it wants, because sometimes you can try to control it and then it doesn't. It's a creation, so it takes, I think, like it takes its own, it comes out like the more you keep creating, since it's not something that I am watching from a pattern, I'm creating it from scratch, I tend to just let it take the shape that it wants, or let it become something that it wants. So originally this wasn't a dress that I'm making, but right now it's going to be a dress. So yeah, So it's coming out. I don't know how I'm going to like put it out to become a dress, but I feel like I have an idea and I'm just trying to follow that to come up with what I want to come up with. So yeah. So if you're going to be here or if you're still here with me, let's work this top part, work it with me, and then maybe we can start doing the joining if you're still here, yeah? So that's what I'm going to be doing in this live. Just going to make this top part, and it's really identical. So after making this, we are making an identical piece of it for the back. It doesn't really matter because it's the back. So even if so if they are identical for the front and the back, that's going to be awesome. So in this row, like I said, we're just going to keep working the the blocked the rows of treble crochets. So what I love about this pattern is it works pretty quickly because you're using treble crochets. So basically and it's a repetition, so you don't have, it doesn't require a lot of mental mental energy to do, like most of my patterns that I usually make. Yes. So guys, you can ask me questions if you have questions during this process. I'm open to answering questions or concerns. I mean, anything. Yeah, so I'm also mentioning that this is very beginner friendly. Yeah. So I'm open to questions, any questions, probably about what I'm working on, or just any questions about me, about my craft, like anything you'd like to know, you can ask me. So like so far I've used, yesterday I ran out of yarn when I was doing this project, so I had like to go and get some before I keep on, and I'm trying to double my strands, you see, so I'm using both the two for this project, yeah, this so that is going to give me like a pretty good feel. This is robin yarn that I'm using, and robin yarn often tends to be quite thin, single thread, like seems like a fingering yarn. So by doubling it, I get to have the weight that I need. So for this, I needed a medium weight size. So if you want to try this project, you don't have to use the same exact yarn that I've used. You can always use something else, like you can use any medium weight yarn of your choice. Yes. I don't know if you guys are creators as well, or maybe you're crochet enthusiasts. Maybe you can share with me how your process usually looks like too. I mean, yeah. Like, have you ever created something from scratch? Your own pattern? How was the process? How was it? How was the process? So I can't wait to show you how this is going to turn out. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see how it turns out, because a part of me feels like it's going to be really beautiful, because I kind of already see it in my mind. I'm just like trying to bring that out now from my mind to like the real thing. But right now I can already see the dress in my mind, and yeah, it's just like creation. Sometimes what you see in your mind is not what you get. So if you're going to watch this later, I'm just going to share a little bit about my crochet journey. So I think like the first experience I had with crochet was when I was young, like in my family. I don't quite remember who I saw doing it, but I guess it was somebody really close. So, and mostly I learned by just, watching someone do it. But I was very young by then, so I just like had the idea. But when you're young, your mind is still pretty open, and so it's easier to learn. I think I was around 6 to 7 years older then. So after getting to learn, I just learned by watching, and I actually fell in love with the craft. So I used to see this coasters, homemade coasters that people place in homes, or yeah, and I was always like intrigued. So like what made me like really love crochet was when I realized you can actually create anything from it, like literally anything you want to create, you can. If you want to make a flower, you can do that. And then what's most, again, fascinating thing about this craft is the fact that you have an infinite number of colors that you can play with. So yeah, so that's how I started with crochet, just from learning and observing. And then by then, I think there was this thing we used to do in school. I was in kindergarten by then. So we'd make like this set, something to set holders, So set holders, you make ones, just like using just single crochets, because single crochets is like the very basic part of very basic stitch that you can use, that people start learning from. When you're learning to crochet, the first stitch that most people start learning with is usually the single crochet. So we'd make this we'd make the set holders with single crochets, and I think that gave me a lot of time to practice during that time. And yeah, so I remember this time my sister brought me like yarn, a lot of it, and that's I took a chance. I was very young by then, but I took a chance. I wanted to make a flower, something floral or something. So I took a chance and started learning how these other stitches. By then I think I only knew how to use the single crochet stitch. Yeah. So I learned these other stitches, and by the way, I have full video for that. If you want to check it out on my channel, if you're learning how to crochet and you want to get the most, I have like a video for absolute beginners, so you can check out the basic crochet patterns that are there. We have single crochets, we have half double crochets, we have double crochets, treble crochets, and yeah, there's all that, making a slip knot, the simple things. So if you want to check that out, check that one out on my channel. It's available for beginners, and I think I'll make another one in future as well, just to incorporate other stitches that I left out of that. Karanji, hi, I hope you're well. Thank you for the love, Karanji. Karanji. I might have a hard time pronouncing that, but I hope I got it right. Yes. So later on, my next encounter with crochet was when I was in campus. So when I was in campus, I just needed like an extra source of income, like to supplement me with whatever was going on. So that was when I realized I had a skill, but I had done it so many years before, because the last time I did crochet was like 8 years before. And now I was in campus and I'm looking for a new source of income, and I'm thinking, how can I monetize the skills that I have? And then I think of it, and I think I remember I can actually crochet, but I had not done it in a long while, so it's like I was basically starting from scratch. Yeah. So I pick up the hook, and yeah, I start doing it again. So if I actually show you guys my first projects, you'll be surprised. Like the first crochet projects that I ever made was so disgusting. Was so disgusting. I didn't even want to look at them, but it's like you got to start somewhere, and that like applies to all the aspects of life. In everything in life that you want to do, there's somewhere you're going to start. And usually when you start something, it's like the embarrassing phase of starting something, because you don't know any better. Maybe your skills are still not that good. You're not that good literally when you're starting. And that's why I think that the most important lesson is when you're a beginner, you need to learn to be cringe. I mean, just accept the cringiness of what happens when you're trying something for the first time, because anything that you try for the first time is going to try the hell out of you. It's going to try you, because you need to put in a lot of hours into anything before it can actually start giving you the results that you need. And that was the same experience with me when I started to crochet. Like the more you put in the work, the better you become, just like any other skill. So yeah. So like this art has taught me a lot of things. Crochet has taught me a lot of very important lessons, and I'm still learning from it. I'm still learning. So you guys, if you're just coming in, thank you. Welcome for being here. You can check out my channel, Thread Elegance. This is what I do. This is what I love to do, crochet. I make crochet outfits. If you want to check that out, please check out my channel, subscribe, go through some videos, give a feedback, comment, or anything like that. So I think for now, guys, I'm going to keep working on this until it covers like the area of my bust that I need it to cover. Yeah, remember we're working it upward. So again, to keep working on it, yeah, until I have a good coverage. But also from this point, now that if you want to get a good measurement of this, you have to measure. Like the more you keep on going, do a measurement and make sure that this point, from this point to this point, you make sure that it measures half your bust measurement. So if your bust measurement is 34 inches, that divided by 2 is 17 inches, you want to make sure that this, from this point to this point, is half your bust measurement when stretched. That is very important when stretched, because that is what is giving you a good fitting. So you get the good fitting by making sure it's, when you stretch your work, you get half your bust measurement. So that gives you a very good fitting for your dress or whatever you're working on. So that's what we're going to keep up with at this point until the other end. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel if you feel like it, or if you, yeah, and thank you for stopping by. I'm just currently showing you guys the current project that I'm working on, and it's a dress. So yeah, I'm just showing you a bit of the process before I upload a video for the whole tutorial tomorrow. So if that's something you'd like to check out, please do. Basically, this is just a dress. Yeah, and right now we are working on the top part. So we have already worked on the skirt part, which is the downer part. Now we're going to do this part and then join everything together. So if you have any questions for me, I'm here. I'm answering questions. as well. Yeah, it's nice to see you guys tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, and I hope your Monday is going well. This is mine. I'm just crocheting. Yeah, so that's it. So I think I'm going to keep this up, and as I continue to work on that, I'm going to end the live. I'll do another live later on when I'm just like joining the all the three pieces together. Yeah, so maybe I will see you then. But for now, thank you guys for tuning in. For those who've been here, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. You can subscribe to my channel. Yeah, there's more to come, more to share. So you can, yeah, if you want to learn, or maybe if you just want to, see, to experience this part of this uh, bubble of the world. I mean, the crochet world. Yeah. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Hi, how are you? Bono Crochets. Ah, you must be a crochet artist as well. Nice to meet you. How's the going? How is crochet taking you? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really hoping it comes out the way I'm expecting it to. I really hope it does. Yeah, I can't wait to share how it's going to turn out. So, what are you currently working on? Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I hope you love the craft. Of course, you love it. That's why you're learning about it. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. And I'm going to follow you because you're not going to be a beginner again. You like learning and improving. Yeah. So, and I also think that there's always something to learn from everyone. So, oh, that's awesome. What's the toughest part about this? What's the toughest part according to you? Uh-oh. Okay, that's awesome. It's awesome. I hope you're creating like nice stuff. I'll check you out. Yeah, I'm grateful to have you stop by. What are your favorite things to create? What are your favorite things to create? Personally, I just like go with the flow. If I feel like making a dress, I'll make a dress. Oh, a sweater dress. Oh, that's beautiful. I've never made one. Never made a sweater dress before. I hope you're loving the project. Yeah. Going with the flow is the secret. Going with the flow is the secret. Do you have like those days when you just don't feel like doing it, you know? Just don't feel like you want to pick up the hook. But yes, yet you have 1,000 projects to do. I usually have those kind of days when I dread picking up the hook. But if I look at my list of projects, oh yeah, I get that. Like where I come from, most of the days are just like every day is summer here. So we have those cold seasons, sure we do. Yeah, but most part of the year it's just normal weather. So yeah, it's nice to interact with you. I appreciate I appreciate I appreciate you taking time to listen and reply. I know, right? Getting stuck on a project, or you have so many things to make that you don't know where to start. I get it. I struggle with that too sometimes. Or just having like a lot of unfinished projects. See right now, I'm working on this coat, still undone. It's like a winter coat. Pending projects all over. And then there is a top still pending. Yeah. Thank you. So those are just like my pending projects that I'm not yet done. I'm yet to finish working on. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys also struggle with like completing projects. I think I do. Or getting bored. I start a project and then I get bored with it, or maybe I get excited about another project, so I feel like I don't just want to finish this one. I don't know if you guys also experience that. I definitely do. And then how do you guys like work one project and then you complete the whole project is when you pick another one? Or you work like, you can work two projects simultaneously at the same time? So you're working one project maybe during the day or maybe late or sometime, and then you're also working on another project. Because I feel like right now I'm trying to find something that works for me. Ah, oh, I get pencil holder. What does that mean? Because I feel like most people hold their hooks differently. There are people who do. Yeah, me too. I feel like I always hold my pen like as if I'm writing, but I feel like it gives me a good grip on my hook. And I also think that there's no right or wrong way. There's no right or wrong way to hold the hook, as long as you're getting the grip that you need and the stitches are coming out like you want them. Because I tend to see some crocheters holding the hook like this, and I've always wondered how do you do this, because I can't personally make something like holding the hook like this. It's crazy for me, but some people really do it and do it crazy fast. And then I've also seen other people holding the hook. I don't know, what's the other way? Some people holding, like, people really do hold the hook differently. But I think, like, I hold my hook like a pencil, like you said. And also, I think it's the best grip ever. It gives the best grip. Yeah. So, is there like a tutorial that you'd like to see? Or something you've been thinking of making? Yeah, for real. I feel like you called it a pencil holder. Yeah, I think like it makes you go faster when you're crocheting. Makes you go faster. But I would advise, like, whatever works for you, you do it, because crochet is like an art. So different people have different ways of doing things. So if you go around and if you find something that works for you, I mean, go with it. If you find a hack that works for you, pick it up and yeah, add it to your skills. What resonates, and then you leave what doesn't. It's a long process. It takes time, but it's worth it. So you guys should have, if you're not a crocheter, you should probably have a crocheter, somebody who crochets in your life as a friend or a parent, or, I don't know. Because I tend to think that this is going to be like a post-apocalyptic skill. So when you guys won't be having clothes, we're the one who's going to be making you guys clothes. So you want to keep us very close, because when you want to be having something to put on, we are going to be the one making that for you. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's just how that's where my imagination has gotten me. But seriously, if we really like end up in men's shirt. Have you tried the what is that shirt called? Hexagon shirt. Have you tried it before? Try to make it. It's usually like a unisex top, but mostly worn by men. Hexagon crochet shirt. I've made one before, I think, a red one, and it's on my channel. It's a men's shirt, an hexagon shirt. Men's shirt actually, yeah, really nice. I'm also looking to explore men's stuff, especially shirts, top, and that. Yeah, I have a tutorial for an hexagon shirt. If that's something you may be interested in, you can check it out. Like, I think that's the only men's thing I've tried. No, I've tried a spiral top, but I didn't make a tutorial for it. And also, if you find something nice about a men's shirt that you're trying to make, please share with me. I also love to check out what you make. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here and for crocheting with me. We're almost there. So I'm thinking, I wanted to make this until here, but now that I'm looking at it and it's top, I'm thinking it will actually be nice if I leave it here. Like this. Thank you. I don't know, I think I'm going to have to decide. So I'm thinking if I leave it here, once it covers the busts area like this, I can place like a drawstring here. I'm not sure if I want to leave it backless. I was thinking that I can make it, because it's already a cutting. Let me show you how it's going to look like. So like basically this is the base, like the skirt part. So I was thinking it's going to be like this. Yeah. The front, and then the back is going to be like this. So I'm like going to connect it. I'm just going to use stitch markers. Maybe you can help me with an idea. Let's see. Where are the stitch markers? Where are you guys? Okay, something. So I'm thinking it's going to be something like this. And now this is going to connect to this other side. I'm just going to try and do that with the stitch marker, like that. And this other side as well. So it's like it's going to already be a cutout. So I was thinking that if I'm already making it a cutout, probably it won't be nice if it's backless, because probably it will be showing a lot of skin. So I'm just going to probably have it, the back, it's going to be a closed back, being that it's going to be like left out like this. Yeah, so this is what I'm aiming at. So I'm aiming that this is going to be like, yes, this. This is what I'm aiming at. I'm aiming for. I don't know. I'm thinking this is how it's going to be. Yeah. I can't wait to see how it turns out. So if like I place, so it's going to, let me just try that out. Like this. Yeah, so I'm thinking the back pattern is going to be the same as the top. So they just like connect here so that they're going to leave this cutout. So maybe I would decide maybe if I could do something with this cutout later. But I feel like if the back is closed, it's going to be way better than if it's open, because now I won't have to show so much skin. Yeah. So that's what is cooking. Thank you. I think I'm going to end the live here for now. and maybe we can do this again when I'm just joining everything together. So thank you guys. For those who have been here with me, thank you guys for tuning in. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't, and yeah, I appreciate you, and I think I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye, Bono. I wish I could know your name though. Bye. Okay. Bye, guys.